Carlson day 53.
No, it's past that. Late 50s.
Oh.
All right, today we're going to be making sheet pan fajitas.
What the heck is fajitas?
Fajitas, this is chicken fajitas. They go inside tortilla shells. They're absolutely delicious. So we're going to do a pretty easy recipe where you can put it all on one pan and bake it and it's done. So, super simple. All you need for this are 2 teaspoons of chili powder. You need 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of oregano, a teaspoon of paprika, and some salt and pepper. That's going to make up your fajita seasoning.
And some onions in those peppers.
Yep, we cut up 3 colored peppers and about half of a purple onion, whatever you have.
2 different colors. I
Oh,
didn't know
red, orange, and yellow. And then we're going to use about 3 cloves of garlic, 3 tablespoons of oil, about a pound of chicken breast, and I'm going to slice these up as well.
That looks disgusting. What type of liquid is that?
It's chicken juice. Okay, so what you're going to do is preheat your oven to 425 degrees, and you're going to spray a pan. If you wanted to foil this, that would work too. That would save you some cleanup, but this is going to help our chicken and our peppers kind of crisp up a little bit more. So we're just going to spray this. I sliced up our peppers, just thinly sliced, and our onions. We're going to throw that onto the pan. And then I'm going to cut up the chicken in a similar format, into strips. So I'm gonna do that right now. We'll come back and put this all together and put it in the oven. All right, so our chicken is cut up just into some thin strips. Okay, you want to make sure they're pretty thin because it'll take less time to cook. And you want these things to cook evenly. So all you're going to do is add that to your pan. And then I'm going to get rid of this. All right, so we're just going to take care of our chicken, the raw chicken cutting board. Get that out of the way before it contaminates anything else. Okay, so now we're going to mix up our seasoning mix. So you need 2 teaspoons of chili powder. I'm just going to put this into a small bowl to combine everything before I put it in the pan. 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin. So this would replace a fajita seasoning mix packet that you might buy in the store. So this way you know exactly what's going into it. Sometimes in the package you're not exactly sure what's in there. So this way you know exactly what's going into your food. 2 teaspoons of oregano and 1 teaspoon of paprika. Or about, I'm not sure if I have 1 teaspoon in here. Alright, close enough. Alright, so we are going to mix this up. I'm just going to mix it up with my measuring spoon here, just to kind of combine that all together. Then we are going to add in 3 tablespoons of olive oil and a couple of cloves of garlic. Okay, so we're going to add that right to our pan. Put the garlic in here. Squeeze that right over top of the chicken and the vegetables. 1. It depends on the size of your garlic. These are pretty large cloves of garlic, so I'm just going to put 2 in. About 2 or 3. Give it a really good garlicky flavor. And then we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of oil and our seasoning mix. And then we're just going to kind of stir this all together until it's all coated. So there's 2 and 3. This is just olive oil. And then we take our seasoning mix, sprinkle that over. And then I'm just going to use a spoon to help stir this around. You just want to make sure everything's evenly coated. And then we're going to put this into the oven, the 425 degree oven. And I usually check it at about 15 minutes. You'll want to check the temperature of your chicken to make sure that it's at least 165 degrees. Might need a little bit longer than that, but this chicken's pretty thin. So we'll check it at 15 minutes, see where it's at. If it needs a little bit longer, we'll cook it a little bit longer. All right, but once all of your chicken and peppers are all coated with the oil and the seasoning mix, you'll want to make sure that you spread it out so it's in an even layer on your pan, and then pop it in the oven. It's been about 15 minutes, and I just checked the chicken and it was at 165. It's just a little bit over that, so I'm going to pull this out. As you can see, the chicken is cooked up nicely. You've got a little bit of char on your seasoning. If you want that to be charred more like you would get from a cast iron skillet if you're doing it in that, you could turn your broiler on for a few minutes and let that broil so that it would kind of crisp up even more if you want that to be a little bit more charred. But what you'll do is put this inside of your tortilla shells, put your sour cream, salsa, anything that you would usually put in fajitas, and you're ready to go.